It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, January 17, 2019. It is 7 a.m. And good morning and welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman along with Scooter Callis.
Not as cold this morning.
No, not bad. 44 degrees outside right now. I'm hearing a little bit hit the roof right now.
Yeah, you got a little bit maybe coming down, but it's not much.
But about 15 to 4 o'clock, I've got the KY3 app and Ron Hurst pops on the phone. Lightning detected in your area. Lightning warning. And you actually heard thunder?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Really?
It hit over my house pretty hard. You could hear the thunder roaring.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
pretty good little storm.
5 or 6, maybe 7 miles apart. I didn't hear it. I laid there for a few minutes. I thought, okay. So went back to sleep.
Yeah, you got hearing problems, apparently.
I didn't even see the lightning, I didn't even see a flash.
I didn't look outside for the lightning, but yeah, you could definitely hear the thunder.
Wow,
it was there.
Well, anyway, we had some showers roll through the area. We just have that chance of rain throughout the day. But anyway,
It
get to the
rained
weather.
hard. It rained hard this morning. Yes, it did.
It must have cut south of my house because my driveway wasn't very wet.
It may have because it rained.
Huh.
You could hear it.
You're hogging all the rain, Scooter.
Like we need more.
Anyway, hey, I'm enjoying Brood Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing with 3 locations in Mountain Home to serve you. Balmer Boulevard, of course, going to be busy, coming up on 7:02 in the morning. Balmer Boulevard, of course, is the street goes into our high school and junior high, and they're doing, I think they're redoing the Pine Lane healthcare system down there as well. And so you've got Balmer Boulevard, you got BRMC Lobby, which is our hospital, Baxter Regional Medical Center, and of course 62 East Plaza by Anytime Fitness. You enjoy Brood Awakening Coffee, 3 locations to serve you. Check out their menu board. Man, he's got just stuff listed everywhere. I went out there, and picked up the bag of coffee last week. He's really got a variety.
That's cool.
He's got a variety. So, pick and choose what you like and enjoy Brood Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you in Mountain Home. Brood Awakening Coffee been with us for many years, sponsoring Down on the Corner program. Mike and his staff do a fantastic job in serving the public. So Brood Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water, right?
You got it.
All right. Morning prayer is brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes, right here in Mountain Home. Roller Funeral Home out on Highway 5 North. And across the state of Arkansas, there's 29 Roller Funeral Homes in the state, one in Memphis, Tennessee, that gives you a total of 30.
You can do math this morning.
Boy,
I'm impressed.
Sharp as a tack today. Woo!
You must have had that written down.
I take notes. Right here at Mountain Home, be sure to call Charlotte or Bruce or even Brad, and Chris will help you out right here. Roller Funeral Homes, very professional, very caring, very helpful, very knowledgeable. Get your pre-planning done. If it's an emergency, they'll step right in and help you with the utmost in professionalism, dignity, and respect for your loved one. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect here and across the state of Arkansas. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, this is the time during the school year when it seems like the routine just goes on day after day and week after week. The days seem gray and cold and cloudy. Lord, I just pray you sort of kind of re-energize the students and teachers as they work through the planned curriculum. Help the students to learn. Help them on the test to retain what they've been instructed. Then when that big test comes, help the students not to fear the test, but to be able to pass it with good grades. Lord, we have some excellent schools across North Arkansas and Southern Missouri, and I pray you bless and protect the schools, and I pray for their success. Let them be successful. And it's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home right here in Mountain Home. Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now, da, da, da.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Not as sharp.
Little practice, you'll get that down pretty good.
Yeah. It ain't getting any better.
Yeah, I noticed. How long have you been doing that? For 6 months now? A year?
Still not getting any better.
Maybe that's why my left ear is clogged up.
Maybe.
Bracing for the trumpet. Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Old Time Restaurant, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday to 11 a.m. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. You want a good old-fashioned hot plate breakfast, hot plate lunch. just the way Grandma used to do it. It's like going home to Grandma's house, you know. Come on in, sit wherever you like, pull up a chair, grab
Make
some
yourself
coffee,
at home.
glass of water, iced tea, cola, whatever.
You name it. Breakfast today, we have got 2 pancakes, 2 sausage, 2 eggs for $5.88. Can't beat it. For lunch, Kimmy's doing her handmade Salisbury steak. Comes with 2 sides, roll of cornbread for $6.88. I'll probably have to stop by there and have one of those.
Gosh.
Or go by and try some of their homemade pies. Amanda's been busy making pies, so
Really?
go in there and give her a hard time. She loves it. Tell them
You
Dale.
still the doghouse after pulling down?
Yeah. Tell them Dale told you to go in there and give.
Yeah,
Amanda a
blame
hard
it on
time.
me. Yeah, that way you don't get put in the doghouse at home.
The only problem is the other day I got a text says I am listening. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, I hope that doghouse is nice and warm with a good roof this week.
It's warm and it's pretty quiet all in all. So.
Morning weather brought by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain on Monday through Friday, 7 to 2. Saturday till 11 a.m. Right now, we've got 44 degrees, a little bit of rain right here in Mountain Home, 45 in Harrison and Hardy, 46 at Mountain View, 45 at Yellow. Marshall checking in at 46. Calico Rock, beautiful little town on the White River, 44 degrees right now. Around the region, St. Louis is checking in at 35, while Poplar Bluff is at 44, 150 miles apart for those two cities. 41 degrees at Branson, West Plains at 42, and 18 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota. National radar will start out west with California, Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, getting a little bit along with Washington and Oregon. Move into the Midwest, we got a little wisp of stuff at North Dakota, the central part of North Dakota, and then Montana getting a little bit on the Canadian border. Moving into Minnesota and Iowa, a little wisp of precip from southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa into west central Wisconsin. The major part of the showers right now affecting us would be Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, parts of Alabama, of course, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Missouri. Take a look at that Little Rock stop real quick, as that rain is moving pretty fast on this national scene here. Let's take a look.
Still not working.
I'm going to hit refresh on it. What are they? Stand by.
Still not working.
That ain't going to work, is it? Okay, well, let's take a look at the Memphis radar. We'll pick up some more showers there around Memphis. You can see in the eastern part of the state, you can pick up Mountain Home there on the left side of your screen. Mountain Home to Little Rock, Highway 65 goes, well, basically Marshall to Branson and Little Rock. See Highway 62 east, 412 east. You see Highway 67, 167 towards Batesville and Poplar Bluff. A little bit around the Poplar Bluff, Missouri area. Kennett, Missouri, Zenith, Missouri getting a little bit there. While Paragould has got some showers. Paragould and Jonesboro getting some showers. Along the Mississippi River right now, affecting Interstate 155 and Interstate 55 from Memphis to Blytheville, Arkansas, 155 east to Dyersburg, Tennessee, on over to Jackson, Tennessee on I-40. So let's see here if we can pick up anything else. I'm going to try the Paducah, Kentucky radar. This gives a broader view of what's going on right now. You see south of St. Louis, some around Farmington, Missouri, Centerville, Missouri, all the way over into parts of Kentucky. Some of this stretches as far as Nashville, Tennessee, back up into western Kentucky. Trying to think of some of the cities that go through over there. Hopkinsville, Paducah, places like that. As you can see, I-70, I'm going to back this out and go up to the St. Louis stop and see if we pick up a little bit more. Not too much around St. Louis. I figured it would be a little bit more in St. Louis. Columbia, I-70 east towards St. Louis, and I-70 east from St. Louis, Vandalia, Effingham. A little bit north of Effingham and Vandalia. I-64 from East St. Louis, Illinois to Mount Vernon. Not bad at all. A little bit around Carbondale, Illinois, and I-57. I-24 coming in from Paducah right there at I-57 at Carroll, Illinois. Other than that, it's not too bad. I-44 Rolla to St. Louis in pretty good shape. Southwest Missouri, maybe a little bit going on. Yeah, just kind of scattered stuff. I-44 Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, just scattered showers throughout there. Kansas City, I-70 east towards Columbia, Missouri in pretty good shape. Don't you love when I bump that mic when you got the headphones on?
You'll do it 5 times a day.
At least. 7-day forecast for today, 40% chance of rain and patchy fog, then mostly cloudy with a high of 53. Tonight, mostly cloudy, then patchy fog. Friday, patchy fog and mostly cloudy, high of 49. Friday night, showers, 90% chance. That moves into Saturday morning. We go from a 90% chance to a 60% chance with a low of 40 and then a high of 41 on Saturday. The temperature continues to drop when it gets to 19 degrees on Saturday night, which is pretty cold. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 34. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 22. And then on Monday, sunny with a high of 42 degrees. Were you guys talking about snow on Tuesday?
There was a slight chance it was showing.
Tuesday, 40% chance of rain, mostly cloudy, high near 44. 20% chance of rain, mostly cloudy with a low around 29. Well, yeah, it could be. But then we have Wednesday, partly sunny, high of 40.
Yeah, it won't stick around.
Anyway,
I don't think we'll see much this run.
Do what?
I don't think we'll see much here this run, so that'll be good.
Drought monitors will be updated later on today. This is from last week. Arkansas is in really good shape with no drought situations in the state as we speak. Missouri, 2 counties in southwest Missouri are the only ones affected right now. That will be updated about 9 o'clock. Missouri Department of Transportation shows some, let's see, we have, where's the scale here? Partly covered to probably a 60% chance of cleared roads up here north of Kansas City. And they've had some precip. That's around just north of St. Joe, around Maryville, Missouri, up in the northwest corner of the state. And so partly covered to mostly clear is what the blue and light blue indicates. State of Arkansas is in pretty good shape. Let's see, Batesville, they have a pipe culvert failure on Highway 69, and so be careful on Highway 69. 120 has a little bit of, they still got high water over there around Blyville over there. You can go to iDrive Arkansas for this information, and Missouri Department of Transportation. When you go to iDrive Arkansas, once you pull this up, let me see if I can redo this. If you're going to one of the border states, you can always click on that state. Oklahoma, Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana will give you that information. And so, looks like we're in pretty good shape. Doc, was it getting foggier out there as you were driving it? The fog's picking up, was it? Yeah. So
it looks foggy out there.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad when I came in about 6:25.
Yeah, it wasn't bad when I came in either.
Huh. Anyway, morning weather is brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Old Time Restaurant, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday morning till 11 a.m. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. Community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 870-741-2883. The Northeast Water Public Authority meeting, January 17th at 1:15 today, 1:15 to 5. The regular board meeting of the Northeast Public Water Authority of the state of Arkansas will be held on Thursday, January 17th at the office at 66 Florence Drive in Mountain Home. Starts today at 1:15. The beginners wood carving classes start today, it looks like. January 17th at 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The North Arkansas Wood Carving Club beginners class starts on Thursday at the VFW post 3246 at 214 West 7th Street in Mountain Home. You can call Marty at 656-6963 or Rick at 506-0136. And the Cotter Interact Book Club Drive, the Rotary Interact Club of Cotter High School will be hosting for the Love of Reading Book Drive. They'll be accepting newer used books in excellent condition for elementary students. Boxes for donations will be available at First Security Bank locations in Mountain Home or Gassville, Letty's Restaurant in Gassville, or the high school or elementary offices in Cotter. Donations will be accepted between January 17th and February 8th. The books will be delivered. Come on. They'll be delivered to students at Amanda Gist Elementary School in Cotter sometime around Valentine's Day. Scooter?
We have got a high school bomber wrestling meet tonight for those that are interested in going. We're going to have Jonesboro will be there as well as Sylvan Hills and Little Rock Christian. We'll be competing against the Sylvan Hills and Little Rock Christian. We will not be facing Jonesboro at this one, but we'll be facing them later in the season. But they'll be here wrestling in the meet as well. So we'll have 2 mats going. It'll be a really good time. I encourage everybody to come out and support the Bombers and support the wrestling team, and you'll actually find it quite entertaining. It's really,
I've seen a lot of the videos.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So, and then this Saturday, the high school team is headed to Berryville for a big tournament. Quite a few teams are going to be there: Arkadelphia, Berryville, Bishop Kelly, Branson, Conway, Harbor, Gentry, Glendale, Glen Rose, Mountain View, Rogers, Shiloh Christian, and Mountain Home will all be there competing.
That's
quite a
full
few
day.
teams,
Wow.
so it'll be a good thing. It'll be, and then the youth team's headed over to Willard, Missouri, to do a big tournament down there. So a lot of wrestling going on.
That's a
starting
busy
tonight, 5:30. I encourage, even if you don't have a kid, go by and support the high school Bomber wrestling and go by and watch and support them, and you'll find it very entertaining. It's very intense.
I bet it is. All right, coming up after the break, Dr. Charles Osgood, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Stick around. It's always fun when Doc is here. So we will be right back after the break.
Breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with a pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our roll burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
It's that time of year again. Time to take a hard look at your Medicare health plan. If you're looking for a new plan or looking to renew your existing plan, now's the time to renew all your options. At VACO Insurance, we'll sit down with you and show you all the new choices and options, including $0 premium plans with low copays and dental, vision, and hearing benefits. Let us help take the confusion out of selecting a plan and find one catered to your needs. Contact VACO Insurance today, located at 351 East 9th Street, Suite B in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever?
Coming up on 7/19, real quick, Goodwill Industries of Arkansas has a hiring event coming up on Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019 for ServPro, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Goodwill Centers at 759 Highway 62 East Suite 102. Hiring people with professional appearance, a great attitude, efficient, dependable, and a valid driver's license. Must be able to pass a background check and be able to lift a minimum of 50 pounds, paid based on experience. Goodwill Industries of Arkansas hiring event Tuesday, January 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Want to welcome my chiropractor, Dr. Charles Osgood.
Yay!
How's it going?
Going great. We're doing an event this next couple months about laser therapy. So we like to highlight certain things when it comes to what we talk about and what we advertise. And right now we're doing 20% off of our laser therapy so that people can get introduced to it, and you can see it on my website, mountainhomechiro.com. See it in action, and it's the video that you and I did where It shows you.
Yeah, this is when we did this August of last year.
The laser on your knee.
I wore my good jeans that day.
It was like August or September. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it has done phenomenal things for folks. We've had several people who, like yourself, have had a few treatments and pain is gone. I had one lady who had sciatica pain for years, and she had had chiropractic care with me and with others, and could not shake it. And she called me 2 months after she did 10 visits on the laser. She called me 2 months later just to tell me that she has not had a pain since.
Now, since we did this in August or September, I messed up my left knee. It's nothing related to what we did here. You know, stepped in a hole, a walking dog, who knows what I did. But my sciatica pain has been
gone.
95, 98% gone. Once I get a little, do I need to see that? No, it's okay. You know, because of what I've done with my knees. I mean, wow.
So what I usually recommend is if you do a few visits of the laser, and if it comes back, see, it's supposed to last up to a year. And if it comes back, you just do 2 or 3 more visits, and it will get it back where it needs to be.
I want to encourage folks because, you know, we talk about the opioid epidemic, and we talk about, you know, they've got, well, take this pill for that pain and this pill for that symptom. You know, pill, swallow this, do that.
Or surgery.
Yeah.
If you can avoid that stuff, do it.
I've even had my physical therapist say, well, you might be thinking about knee replacement surgery.
Right. Yeah, that's the last.
That'll lay you down for 6 months.
And that's the last option. I mean, that's only if you can't do anything else with it. And we've been able to save people from surgeries, you know, like that, just because of what we can do with the laser.
You know, in knee replacement surgery, they've got it down to almost like changing a light bulb.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can go in, and my grandmother was 90, 91 years old, broke her hip. She went in, they replaced it. 24 hours, she's up and walking around.
Sure.
With a walker, of course. I mean, just what she wasn't jumping rope or anything, you know. But
if you can do something like this that's non-invasive and avoid having the surgery.
Well, now has the CDC looked at this and the FDA looked into this?
It's FDA approved. Yeah, it's FDA approved.
So what's the CDC say about this? Center for Disease Control?
That I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. But it's got FDA approval for 2 things: plantar fasciitis pain and chronic low back pain. So in order to get FDA approval, there's several hoops you have to jump through, and, you know, to be able to prove that it works. So they've done study after study after study on it.
Now, people wear a variety of footwear: flip-flops, athletic shoes, what we call dress shoes, street shoes. Women could be in anywhere from flat shoes to heels that look like stilts. I mean, how does the different footwear from day to day? Let's say that you got a nurse at the hospital in sneakers.
Right.
Maybe has a social event and puts on 3-inch heels. How does that difference affect a female in the back, the knees, and let's see. Scooter wears athletic shoes. I'm always wearing athletic shoes. You know, very seldom I wear dress shoes.
It does affect, you know, everything when it comes to the angles and everything else. So part of what we do there in the office too, especially with the feet, is we'll do but a laser scan of the feet to check the arches. So if you've got an arch problem, that measuring device will tell us what's going on there too.
And you've got ways to correct that without swallowing a pill or being cut open.
We use orthotics that are specifically made to the laser scan that's done. Insurance covers them most of the time. It depends on what insurance you have. Everybody's different. But, you know, there's several options in order to avoid things like surgery. So the plantar fasciitis pain, which is heel pain, you know, a lot of times it manifests as heel pain, and you know, bone spurs in the heel too are affected by the laser therapy. So all those types of pain, if you use the laser therapy on it, it will help to, what it does is it reduces inflammation almost automatically, and it improves cellular function.
Okay.
So you're going to get rid of the cellular wastes, and you're going to speed up metabolism, basically. So it's going to make it function faster, and it helps to decrease scar tissue and increase the elasticity of scar tissue and get it to where it's movable again, and kind of helps to remodel that a little bit. So that's why it works so well with chronic pain. And we've even had people who've had surgery, hand surgery, do a few visits. Well, actually, had a broken thumb.
Really?
And had to have pins put in it. And then after they took the pins out, had some pain and movement. Did a few sessions with the laser. Pain's gone.
Oh, bet.
So. Well. It is actually used for post-surgical. A lot of times there's clinics that have them just for that, using it post-surgeries to help speed up the healing.
The bottom line here is, number one, eliminating pain without popping a lot of pills or going under the blade.
Right.
And Doc, turn on TV Land and watch Gomer Pyle or Andy Griffith or MASH, and the commercials are pill after pill after pill after pill after.
Yeah.
Check with your doctor to see if this is right for you.
And if you listen to what side effects those pills cause,
oh my goodness,
you should be scared to death to even put that in your mouth.
Yeah.
And people still want to do
Side
it for some
effects could
reason.
be you'll howl at the moon when it comes out full. You'll grow a full beard.
I don't understand how you can even sell a drug when you have those kind of side effects. And that's why we have an opioid epidemic, is because it's been used, maybe where it shouldn't be in most cases. So people can get addicted to those type of things, and then they have that problem that they have to face. So yeah, when it comes to chiropractic care, we're drug-free. We make sure that you're functioning like you're supposed to be when it comes to the spine and the joints in your body. So chiropractic care works on every joint in the body. It's not just adjusting the spine. We can adjust every other joint, elbows, wrists, shoulders, and knees, ankles. All those things that have dysfunction sometimes can be realigned and readjusted. So
let's talk age groups. Let's talk preteen to teenagers as compared to people my age, 60 and above. Chiropractic care is advantageous to all age groups. The athletes that are in, his group right here, he's got a wrestling team here.
Right. Very advantageous, because it can only improve your game to improve your function. So especially if you've had a pretty hard hit and you're still feeling the effects even a few weeks later, something's not functioning right there. Yeah. So find it, get it checked, get it adjusted, and you're off and running again. And the cool thing about what we do with chiropractic care and athletes is we don't make you stop doing the activity. We help work through it so that you can continue doing the sports that you like to do. So,
any of your kids, do they do chiropractic after?
Yeah, we've had a number of them have to.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have situations, injuries, things that just don't feel right. We'll usually send them to one.
Yeah.
Wow. Good.
Let them get adjusted, come back, they can move again. They're not in pain, and it's very beneficial.
Yes. Makes a big difference. So, that's the thing, is if you have something that's just not going away and function is not quite where it needs to be, that's the place to come, is to a chiropractor. And it's very easy to come to the office because it's affordable. If you have insurance, obviously insurance covers it. If you don't, we make it fit your budget. We have payment plans and situations where we can help you cover that. And that first visit, including exam, x-rays, nerve scans, and the foot scans and everything, is just $37. So we make it inexpensive so that you can focus on paying for the actual care instead of just a diagnosis.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It really is. And, before we go to break, I say it was the last week of July when you called me and said, hey, come on by the office, I got to show you something. And demonstrated on my right knee. And I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. You don't feel anything.
No.
There's not a tingle. There's no pain with that laser.
Yeah.
Then I called you. That was on a Monday. We did that a Monday about 5 o'clock one evening. Thursday or Friday, I called him back and I said, my right knee feels like it's 3 pounds lighter than the left knee. He said, well, why don't we do the left knee on the show? That's what you just saw the video.
Mm-hmm.
What a difference.
Yeah.
Until I screwed up the left knee doing something stupid.
Yeah. And you probably just need to come in and maybe do a few more visits. So, and that's really all that it's about, is just helping it function like it's supposed to.
Yeah. 7:30, visiting with Dr. Charles Osgood, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. While we go to break, check out the website, mountainhomechiro.com, and take a look at all the things he has right there to offer. And we're going to take a break, and we may talk about that when we come back, so stick around.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either a terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you need durable... $7:33, continue our discussion with Dr. Charles Osgood, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Follow along at www.mountainhomechiro.com. And their location is 640 Highway 62 East, right on the main drag in Mountain Home, right across from Affordable Insurance, right?
You betcha.
Yep.
There's a lot of things chiropractic does that people don't really know about, and so that's why we like to get on the show and talk about it. You know, things like sciatica, for instance, and
which is that lower back pain.
Lower back, and then coming down one leg or both legs. So
Get
if you
that
have
tingle in your
if
toes.
you got pain, even pain coming down the back of the leg too, it can be pretty severe and pretty intense. And you know, it's something that we work with all the time.
You know, I've heard of friends that I've known for years that, well, haven't seen Joe Blow in a while. Well, he's in pretty bad shape. What do you mean? Well, man, he's on that pain med pump.
Yeah.
I
don't like that either. If you can avoid that kind of stuff, I mean, there's some times where there's no other choice. You know, I understand that, but you need to try every option before you, have to do something like that. And chiropractic is one of those options that's not invasive, not going to be harming your body with chemicals. It's just going to improve the function of the joints. And so the sciatica mainly comes on where you've got, typically what we'll find when we take pictures of the lower back is we'll find discs in the lower back that aren't in great shape. And the more pressure those discs put on the nerves that control the lower half, the more you'll start getting pain coming down the backs of the legs. And so as we start working with that, we'll start adjusting the lower back and the hips, and we'll start removing that sciatic pain. Sometimes it's a slow process. Sometimes it takes several visits to get it back under control. A lot of times we'll use ultrasound therapy with it. And then, like I said before, the laser therapy works extremely well too. And right now is a great time because it's 20% off the next couple of months if you have something that's been really bugging you. We're probably going to be less than half of what everybody else out there is charging for laser therapy. So,
we come out of the Christmas holidays. We're 2 weeks
strapped after the Christmas holidays.
Well, there's
broke.
Yeah, broke.
Yeah. There's been a lot of activities, shopping and cooking and cleaning and all this stuff, and I'm guilty,
Sure.
We need to pull that couch out and dust along that rail right there. We need to do this and all, you're just busy. January 2nd, January 3rd, just back to work.
Right.
You're in this routine behind the desk. You got the mouse in your hand or the mechanic's over here under the car in colder weather.
Right.
So the change in the seasons, the change in the activities.
Yeah, it can make a difference. And, when you're not used to doing something and then you get out and start doing it, like shoveling snow or, getting out there after those leaves that you've left like I do in the yard.
Limbs and twigs.
Yeah. Then, it's something that will pretty much creep up on you without even knowing it. And those certain actions that you'll do, moving the rake, using the vacuum, all those things can really be harmful to the lower back and to what they call the sacroiliac joints, which is where the pelvis attaches to the sacrum and allows you to bend and move. And a lot of times you'll lock up those joints.
Well, let's look at it like this. Let's take your Corvette. We can go out on the bypass, and if nobody's watching, we can do 150 miles an hour,
Sure.
right? Okay. And you've got it set up to drive really good.
Right.
Okay. So let's get out on the bypass. Let's put jump ramps out there, and we jump that thing. We come off the ground about 20 feet, and boom.
Yeah, right.
What happens to that suspension?
Yeah, you
think it's going to be realigned?
You need to check it again. Yeah.
Same thing with us.
Yeah. So the more activity that you have, the more you overuse it at work. Like there's people who do factory jobs where they're constantly like this all the time.
But then when we stop for 2 weeks and do something different and change our routine, that, in my opinion,
but sometimes just the constant same motion over and over. You don't want to change to do another thing, but that same motion over and over can start wearing down.
Yeah.
And start wearing down, and a little bit of adjustment.
But like I haven't mowed grass now since mid to late October.
Right.
Mainly I use a tractor, sometimes a push mower. I like using a push mower. It's good exercise.
Sure.
But after November, December, January, February, March, you get into April, you might get the push mower out of the tractor. That's a different activity that I haven't done in a while.
Sure.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
I've been sitting here.
And it does make a difference. You'll feel it. And one of the best things that can be done for that, obviously you want to, if you're going to do something different, you want to, do stretches and exercises, things like that, especially if it's a sporting activity. But just going repetitively through a job process is one of the hardest things on you. So you're doing the same thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're going to strain certain things and you're going to cause certain problems. One of the biggest things that we see is pain across this area here.
Yeah.
And the overuse just tightens all these muscles up and leads to what we call nerve entrapment, which traps the nerves that go down the arm and make it function dysfunctional. And so we use therapies like ultrasound, massage therapy, the laser therapy on those areas too, to improve the function, and then we adjust it, and that helps to get rid of the inflammation in the area and reset basically how the joints are functioning, and pain goes away. So chronic stuff like that, overuse injuries, we've seen car accidents from years ago where you have a whiplash type injury that's constantly giving you headaches now, where those headaches go away as long as we start getting the joints functioning again.
Well, now I can talk about more personal things. Of course, Mom passed away 2 months ago. But she suffered from headaches.
Right.
She suffered from headaches. And I'd seen her come home, and she'd have this heat wrap around her neck, and she'd have the heating pad on her head, and she'd be taking Tylenol and Excedrin and Bear Aspirin and ibuprofen, just pill after pill, and just hurt for 3 or 4 days.
Sure.
And then after the auto accident, it just got down, and I said, okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's go.
You go to the chiropractor.
And I don't know how many sessions she went through. It was several months.
It was a few.
A few months after that. For 3 years, I don't have a headache. I don't know that after she completed those, she's had headaches all of her life.
Right.
Even into the teenage and early 20s, she had headaches.
And we got rid of them. So.
And literally, here's a person that was 16, 17, 20, 25, 30, 35 years having headaches.
Yeah.
And now by the time she's 78, 78, I haven't had a headache in 3 years.
There you go. It works. I mean,
but she was convinced
that she had to take
that it was
pills.
Hereditary.
Oh, that she had to take pills to get rid of them.
Oh my goodness, Doc. And Tylenol even has a warning about the liver damage.
Yeah. Yeah. You wanna not do that.
Boy, I want some more of those.
Right. If you can avoid it, you want to be able to avoid that. So.
And that's the whole point of chiropractic.
Yeah.
We're not trying to put the pharmaceuticals out of business. We're trying to keep people out of pain.
Yeah. And pharmaceuticals have their place, but they shouldn't be overused when they are. So if you can do something else like chiropractic care that you don't need the pharmaceuticals, that's what you should do.
What's the most asked question you get by the email?
I would say just, can you help me with this? And it's everybody has different questions. So, people aren't sure just from seeing the website what you can help with. So you get, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? Whether it's knee pain or hip pain, or, hey, I've had a lower back issue because I was in an accident several years ago. All of those things can be addressed chiropractically. So,
hey, Scooter, can we throw this back up on the main monitor? Right here on the website, you see it. I don't know if we can see it. Yeah, right there. It says email us.
Yeah.
When you hit that, Dr. Charles Osgood personally sees that email and will answer it personally.
Yes.
Not a member of the staff, but him personally. So you can go to Mountain Family Chiropractic, email us, click on that, ask Dr. Charles Osgood a question, confidentially, of course. And you can even go on here and request appointment by the email.
That's right.
And the staff is so helpful.
Yeah.
By the second or third time you're being called back, oh, hey, Dale, how you doing? You need it? Yeah, come on in. Yeah, we'll get to you here in a few minutes.
We treat you like family, and we feel like that's the most important thing. When you go to a doctor's office, typically it's not that way. You're kind of a number. You sit there in the waiting room and sit there forever.
That's something I've never understood.
Yeah.
Your appointment is at 10:15. Be here 15 minutes early. Okay,
Right.
so you get there at 10 o'clock for a 10:15, and you're lucky to even get past the waiting room by 10 after 11.
I know. And we don't do that. We get you in there on your appointment time, and we make sure that you get in and out very quickly. So we pride ourselves
you guys
on that.
talk about we've been talking about the accidents and job work injuries using the same motions and sports and stuff, but there's so many aspects that chiropractic can help, and I'm going to bring up a couple what I call little ones. It's not major trauma events, but sinuses.
Yeah.
Opening up your cavities, getting things draining. You got ears that are plugged.
We work on that too.
You get them drained, and you may prevent tubes. You may.
Right.
I mean, there's just so many facets that you're actually not going into doing something major.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead, it's just opening, getting it draining, getting it working
Exactly.
right, and
Oh yeah.
and it's amazing the different facets that they can help with.
It's true. And what we see most is that when a person gets under care and then they maintain their alignment regularly, they don't get the colds and the flus, and they don't get as sick because their immune system is functioning better because of it too.
Yeah.
So it works extremely well in a lot of different ways.
It works, I tell you what. All right, we're up to another break time here. We're visiting Dr. Charles Osgood, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Follow along at mountainhomechiro.com. You can call the office at 425-4424. Better thing to do is just go on the website and request an appointment, or talk directly to Dr. Osgood through the Email Us feature on the website. So, brings us up to a break, and we're going to be right back. When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
The Party Spot venue and DJ service. Contact Tammy Reynolds for your next holiday or special event.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
$7.47. How's that government shutdown?
It's interesting. You know, I mean,
who's going to blink first?
I don't know. It seems like Trump's just going to stick to his guns. You know,
he's got a backbone.
Yeah.
Well,
and I tell you what, the Democrats are doing their best to make sure that everybody thinks that it's Trump's fault. So,
well, they're in Puerto Rico right now, aren't they? They're vacationing.
Probably.
Yeah.
They don't care about the government shutdown. They're going to do what they want to do.
You know, I've got questions for folks. You know, and we've talked about this before in the show. You go to St. Louis, where some of the team members live in St. Louis. The community is gated, and each house is gated inside the gated community.
Right.
You're in the United States. You're in the state of Missouri. You're in St. Louis County.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you know. Go to Nashville.
Oh, yeah. There's gates around everything there. And it's because people want to protect what's inside.
Exactly. Why do I lock my vehicle out here? Why do I lock my house?
Yeah, you want to protect what you love, your family, and things like that. And it's the same for our country. We want to protect what we love. And so we don't want it invaded.
You know, if they were coming across the border 5 at a time, background check, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, the laws are pretty strict on getting naturalization process, and maybe that needs to be addressed too.
Right.
You know, after 9/11, can you be too careful?
Exactly. And if you hear the reports, like Sean Hannity did a report where he was down there on the border and talking to everybody, but talking to the Border Patrol people. And if you hear the reports, the Border Patrol people are telling us it's not just Mexican nationals crossing the border. It's people from the Middle East. It's people from Pakistan, from everywhere. And so, yeah, you can't be too careful. You don't know who's coming across that border. So,
you know, I guarantee you, if if I were to go to Nashville and started crawling over Tim McGraw's fence, somebody's going to be shooting at me.
Right, just like the White House fence.
Oh, boy.
You know, I mean,
oh my gosh.
Come on. There's a point to having a fence.
Have you been to the White House?
I've never been, but I'd like to see. I'd like to see it.
In fact, I stuck my camera through the fence to take a picture.
They don't even like that.
I mean, those bars are that big around.
Yeah.
Well, go to the National Archives. There's two. I just bumped it again.
Oh.
Whack. The National Archives. You can walk up, and they've got armed guards next to the Constitution.
Yeah.
Now, it is so guarded, you cannot take a picture because even an accidental flash, the burst of the light can actually damage the print on the 200-plus-year-old document.
I would agree.
So they have special lighting around each document.
Sure.
But then when they close, they have this huge, huge iron gate. I mean, those bars are 2 inches and...
Lock it up.
They guard... I mean, come on.
Right.
We guard everything.
There's a reason for having a fence at the border. You know, just a fence.
The Vatican has a wall around it.
It does help, and it does deter. Now, it doesn't stop everybody, no. But it helps our people down there do their jobs, you know, without having a wide open border.
You know, I was watching an old bits and pieces of an old movie called Support Your Local Sheriff, where they put this guy in jail, and he says, now, we're a new jail. We ain't got no bars yet, but we've got bricks. You stay on your side of the line, and we're going to...
All right.
That really works.
That's what we're telling these people.
You know,
that's what we're telling these people. You stay over there, and you know, as long as you stay there, they'll be fine. No fence is needed.
Hey, the state's in session right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what are you anticipating from state legislature?
I don't know. I don't really know what the...
I think the big thing right now is looking at the income tax structure. You know, Arkansas has a pretty tough income tax.
They do, really
and
do.
Income tax is starting to get a little bit archaic. You know, Tennessee don't have it, and I'm not sure about the border states.
Yeah, and we have a lottery now, and that's these other states.
The scholarship lottery.
Right.
Well, that really works.
Right. The other states that have put lotteries in have abolished income taxes, a lot of them.
Yeah.
So state income tax, I don't think we should have it, honestly. And we need to look at property tax, personal property tax too. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, you know, you pay tax on what you own, you pay tax on what you earn. I'd rather pay tax on what I buy.
Right.
You know,
you pay tax when you buy it, not year after year after year after year. You're paying taxes on it every year. I don't understand that.
Yep. I don't either. You know. So.
Anyway, there's a lot of restructuring.
We'll see what comes up. We had Senator Scott Flippo came in last Friday and taped. I think we had that on yesterday or day before.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of stuff come out. But my big thing is the earmarks.
Yeah.
You know, well, if you want this, I want that. Yeah. So let's hide this on line 23 of page 16.
You wash my bag, I'll wash yours. You know, it's like.
Well, I asked Congressman Rick Crawford specifically. You know, he was working on mitigation fish hatchery funding to the federal government. And I said, why can't you just write a bill and get passed? He goes, because people in Cleveland and New York and Philly and New Hampshire, they don't understand mitigation fish hatchery and funding, because the fish hatchery at Norfolk alone, for every dollar is spent by the government, it brings in $99.43. So it's nearly a 100-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could go down to the investment broker,
put in
a dollar and come out with 100, I'm going to be taking lots of dollars down there.
That's pretty good investment.
So I said, so you're telling me that if you did this in Cleveland, Ohio, says, well, we want purple stop signs with wooden poles, or yellow stop signs with purple print.
You've got to satisfy all those people just so that you can get yours.
Yellow stop signs with purple print, I'll give you mitigation. I said, that's stupid.
That should not be.
Washington.
That should not be the way it is.
And that's an earmark or a pig trail.
Yeah.
So you get that in the State House too.
Yeah. I'm sure you get it everywhere. You've got money that's being, you know, earmarked for certain things. You want, I want this, and I'll only vote on it if you give me this.
Yeah.
It's not right. It's not right at all.
Way out and yeah. Anyway, well, we'll see what comes there. What day? 1, 2, 3, 4. Day 4 of session.
Yeah. I heard the governor just got sworn in again.
Tuesday at noon.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and then now, of course, Tim Griffin's lieutenant governor. John Thurston's now Secretary of State.
Yeah.
And Tommy Lynn's the new land commissioner, so we got some good folks down there.
Yeah. It does seem like we do, so that's a good thing.
Yep.
You know, I hope they do make some changes. I hope income tax is one of them, because I'll tell you what, I pay enough taxes.
Yeah.
I pay enough.
Yeah, it's crazy. You think about it. I did a scenario one time. The man gets off work, takes his paycheck, and let's say he earns $800 a week, and the taxes are deducted, so he's probably bringing home $670 because of all the taxes. You stop by the bank, cash your check. You stop by the grocery store, you buy peanut butter, jelly, milk, and bread. There's still a partial tax on food.
Tax on all that.
You go get $20 worth of gas. How much tax is on the gas? You park your car in the garage. You're paying tax on the house that you're trying to buy.
And you're paying tax on your car.
On the car, plus the license fee. They call that a fee.
Right. It's not a tax. So you're taxed everywhere you go and everything you do. So it's...
I could sell a 20-year-old car. And if it's worth more than $4,500, you pay tax on it again.
I know. And so it's... Why did we have the Boston Tea Party?
Yeah.
And what are we doing to ourselves now? We're worse than probably it was then.
Yeah.
So that just doesn't make any sense to me.
You think about it. You got a used car. I mean, I gave $4,700 for this 98 Chevrolet. Well, you're going to pay X amount of dollars in sales tax.
Right. I know. For a used car that's been sold how many times now?
Yeah. Literally, if you sold me a car and I sold a scooter, bang, 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 we'd wind up paying tax on it twice.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is.
Hopefully somebody will wake up down there. So.
I would hope.
Anyway, back to chiropractic. Well, I like talking about a pig trail.
Yeah, I know.
Mountain of Family Chiropractic. If you're in pain and taking pain meds, this man right here can help you.
Don't just depend on that, because it's only going to cause you other problems. Liver damage, kidney damage, and it's not going to fix your problem. It's only going to mask symptoms and maybe help with some inflammation. So if we can address issue, why is it happening? Is there a dysfunction there? And we can address that and get it working properly, then we can get it back under control. And like we said before, laser therapy is just one of those tools that we use, one extra thing that we have added to the office to be able to help. And we're highlighting it this next couple months, January and February, just because we want people to see it and want people to benefit from it. So we're having it 20% off.
You bet. And so my little analogy is, if every morning you get up and the left front tire is flat every day and you air it up and drive to work, park the car at night, come back, it's flat again, you could either keep airing it up every day and go to the tire shop and have it fixed, find out what's causing that problem.
Right. And so it works the same way with pain and meds. You can keep taking pills every day and it keeps coming back every day, or you can find out what you can do to fix the issue. And that's what you should do.
Yep. Mountain Home Family Chiropractic is at 640 Highway 62 East. Take two East. Call 870-425-4424. And if you're up in Missouri, come on down. Just Highway 5. Come on into Highway 5 or 201 or 101. Come on in.
Oh, yeah.
Right on the main drag.
We have lots of folks from Missouri. I'm as far away as Ava.
Really? Yeah. Well, that's a good drive. Yeah, about 55 miles.
Lots of folks from Missouri.
That's a fun drive up there. I like.
It's a nice drive.
It's pretty up there.
You bet.
And anyway, check out that website. A lot of things there. There's many questions can be answered. You can talk directly to Dr. Osgood.
And the main page, when you first get there, scrolling down to the bottom, you see the laser pictures, and I think you're on another page. Yeah, there you go.
Hit home. Oh, yeah, I'm on side.
Yeah,
there it is.
Scroll down and you see the laser pictures. If you click on those pictures, then you get the video of us doing the laser, and then below that's a little link to the website that makes the laser. You get all
that right there?
Oh, actually, no. That's an ugly guy talking.
This one right here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
And so that goes right to the website where it's made, and it shows you the studies and things like that, so you can get a lot of detail. So lots of stuff there.
I'm a firm believer in chiropractic care. Dr. Osgood's been helping me now for many years.
Many years.
It started out, I was mowing grass, and I thought, man, my back hurts, because I enjoy yard work.
Right.
Get out there, clean up in the spring, was pulling that lawnmower. Come see me. Okay. X-rays. And what I enjoyed, I know we're running short on time, The skeletal model is about that big. You show us the x-ray. This is what you've got. Here's how it should be. Here's what we need to do. Here's the plan of action. Agree, disagree. Okay, let's do it. It works. Plain and simple. 20 seconds.
Well, insurance covers chiropractic care, so don't be afraid of that. It doesn't cover the laser therapy, but that's why we're making it inexpensive to do. And just try it. You know, come in and see how we do, because we do a good job for you.
It'll make you feel so good.
You bet.
So good. That wraps it up. Hey, thanks for being here. Good discussion today. Check it out, mountainhomechiro.com, 424-4424?
45.
45.
4424.
Give Doc a call today. That wraps it up. Back tomorrow. Enjoy the rain. See you later.